welcome back to the channel. Today I want to help you guys understand the skills on these characters, and that's really what I wanted to talk about today, because if we get into everything else regarding these characters, it can be a very long video and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So we're going to keep it simple. I do want to talk about these artifacts, but I want to wait till I get some more artifacts in my inventory, so maybe I can look over a few more. Maybe there's some I don't have, so I don't want to talk about them just yet. This is a free-to-play account. It's a 3-day-old account, but let's focus on the skills, because I think some people get a little confused with these. Now we're going to use Emma as my example, and by the way guys, again, free-to-play account, 2 SSR characters, which is phenomenal. I mean, that it really just goes to show you how free-to-play the game really is, on top of me having 13,300 of these babies, and I got 2 SSR characters, and we'll get another one from a login yet. So it's pretty damn awesome. So as far as the basic attacks are concerned, this is where you're going to start off. And after you do a few hits or you hold the button down a good while, it's eventually going to allow it change into this icon here. And then you're going to do this movement. And you can actually preview all the skills, the passives, and what so have you by clicking preview. And it'll do it automatically, right? Once you click on it, it'll show you exactly what to do. So this is what Emma's basic attacks look like at first, and then after you play a while, it's going to switch to this one here, and then she'll do a whole lot more damage, which is nice, guys. And you can see that she does deal damage based off her HP, so the more HP she has, the better. Little hint right there. Basic skills is the 2 other skills that you have on your character. So whenever you're playing with these characters, you're going to have your basic attacks, which is going to be 1 button. That's going to be 2 different basic attacks, as these 2 are shown here. And then the text 2 buttons are going to be your basic skills. And you can take a look at what your skills actually look like. I love this skill right here for Emma, and you can look at what it actually does. Again, you got break medium damage, so not extreme, but still good. You can see the cooldowns, you can see the increased damage, and this is how you know, guys. I mean, seriously, when you see break, that's really nice. And this is the other skill that also does break heavy damage. So this one is really going to break those meters down really fast whenever you're playing with her, which is really nice, man. That's very cool. And when we get into special skills, this is where things can be a little bit confusing. So a support skill is actually what you use whenever you're playing with Jin Wo. Whenever these 3 hunters are on a team with Jin Wo, this is what they actually use. So in Emma's case, she's actually going to, do some attacks. She's going to do a bunch of damn damage. She has medium break. It'd be better if it was a heavy break, but still it's really good. And you can see all the other little goodies in here, which is nice, right? And when you click on this one here, the QTE, which stands for a quick time event, this is actually what they do whenever you just have the hunters on the team. So whenever you're switching to the next hunter, you'll see a little gold icon with their face on it. Whenever you click on that and you're switching to the next character, this is what they actually do, is the QTE. So again, QTE is for whenever you just have the 3 hunters on the team. The support is actually when you're playing with Jin Wo and what they're actually going to do. And then you take a look at this here. This is their ultimate skill. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, and Emma's is no joke. That thing is insane. And then you get into the passive, where you can really find out all the heart and soul of each of these characters and learn about everything that you can. And yeah. I mean, it's really cool. So you can always kind of run through here and take a look at all these character skills, what kind of buffs they have, to see what you like the most, what's going to be the most beneficial for you. And I'm not really sure yet, but I feel as you play for a longer amount of time that eventually you're going to end up changing skills, because maybe some skills are better for certain situations, better than other skills. I'm not really sure just yet. I just really wanted you guys to understand how these things actually work, like when you're actually looking at it. And whenever you click on Jin Wo, now whenever you're looking at this UI for Jin Wo, it looks very different compared to the hunters. You notice you got 2 weapons. You notice that you have this leveling system here that actually levels up as your account gets leveled up. But again, we're just going to focus on the skills. And these are the skills right here. You can see the skill 1, skill 2, and the ultimate skill. And when you click on this thing, you run into this page. And I think this is where people get a little confused. So you have basic skill 1, you have basic skill 2, and then you have the ultimate skill. So whatever your first skill is, you want to click it on here, and you want to click on whatever skill you want. Then you want to click on here, click on whatever skill you want, and equip it. So if I click on this one here and say I want this skill, I would literally hit equip, and then boom, and now you'll notice that I have that skill. If I want to change the second skill, or change the ultimate, I could if I had another ultimate. But if I go back to the basic skill, so let me back up a little bit, guys. So if we go to this one right here, right, skill 2, okay, and I click on this and I equip that, Well, then you're going to notice now we have this here. So if this is basic skill 1, this is basic skill 2, and again, when you click on it, it's real simple to figure out which one of these you need to change, and you can actually preview all these skills if you choose to do so by clicking on skills and then hitting preview skill. And once you preview these babies, then you can take a look at what your skills actually do. You can look at the damage numbers and figure out what is best for you. And again, these and also these guys do have runes that you can equip, or Jin Wo does, where you can level up the skills, but I don't want to get into that right now, guys. I just really want to explain the skills the best I can. But Jin Wo is very different than the hunters because you can actually change his skills over and over and over, whereas the hunters are going to have specific skills that you're just going to be leveling up, which is actually pretty wild. I really love that they made Jin Wo so versatile in this game. The fact that you can level him up very different compared to the other characters, and really the same for all these things. It's actually really wild how the game, it works, you know, as far as Jin Wo is concerned. So this video is really just to help any of you out there, just to understand what you need to be looking for when you're trying to decide what skills to put on a character. You know, this kind of gives you an idea. You can preview your skills, you can look at the damage numbers, you can see what kind of effects they have, whether they have break or whether they have freeze or whatever the case may be for them, to just kind of help you out as far as deciding which ones are the best. Maybe kind of experiment with them a little bit, because I think that some skills are just going to be better in certain situations than others, but I'm not really sure about that. I've only played the game for 3 days, so I haven't really got to experiment that much with it. But let me know what you all think about the skill system in solo leveling Arise. And I do stream on Twitch and YouTube. The link to Twitch in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.